Hello. Hang on. I'm just late like 2 minutes. Hello. It is Sunday, and it is, to the best of my knowledge, May 31st. Am I live? I'm not sure. I think I am. There we go. Yes. Hello, it is May 31st. It is the last day of the month, which means it's time for another monthly hangout. I know that I recently promised a video on Friday, and I have a video that is done, it is complete, everything is ready, it's on my computer. I can just hit a button and it will be live. Unfortunately, I do have a sponsor on it and they didn't approve it in time, so I have to wait for that. So I'm in this weird situation now where everything's done, I met my deadline, and now I'm just waiting for... I'm just waiting for someone else to like sign off on it, and it's kind of sucks, to be honest, because I kind of wanted it to be out on Friday. Hopefully it'll be out tomorrow. Maybe it'll be out even later. Like, I don't know when they're gonna approve it. Thankfully though, I am making already work on my video after that one, which hopefully isn't going to be marred in as much what's it called? Stress. This month was stressful for a lot of reasons. But first of all, hi. How is everyone? How are you doing? I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit of the music. Mia Mulder. Hi, you're amazing. Thank you. I like to think that I'm good, that I do good. Cool glasses, thank you. They're very good. So if you're new to the format, if you're new to what kind of stuff I do here on these kind of monthly hangouts, what I do is I just hang out for like roughly an hour or so, and just talk shit, like talk about the month that has been, talk about the month that's going ahead. But it's a hangout. Like, there's no rules. There's no, you can't do it wrong. The world is burning, the world's burning. Yeah, I definitely get that. From what I read in the news, America is having a moment right now. So, you know, just to start out the stream with, if you have the opportunity to, you should look up a charity like the Minnesota, what's it called? The Minnesota Bail Release Fund or something like that. You should donate to them if you can. If you can go out and support protests against police brutality, I think you should do that. If, you know, do whatever you can. I'm stuck in Sweden. I can't do much. Wish I could. Sunday fun day. It is Sunday fun day. How are you? I'm fine. I am pretty good. I've had a pretty chill day, to be honest. I have taken it easy. Like, as I mentioned, my video got done on Thursday, so I'm just waiting until I can release that. And I've been you know, thinking through some ideas about what to do for my next video. A little bit of script stuff, but mostly I've just been hanging out. It's been the weekend for me. I've been watching the news almost constantly because of what is happening. So that's something. So in that way, it's kind of been stressful. But otherwise, it's been pretty okay. I've had a pretty stressful week. There's a part of me that kind of wants the sponsor also to deny my video, so I have a little bit more time to work on it, because I feel like it's because of all the stress that's been happening the last month. I feel like I haven't been really top of my game, but you know, hopefully you like it anyway. It's extra crispy right now, that's true. What is your take on Antifa super soldiers attacking innocent businesses? I think Antifa super soldiers are very good in general. I mean, I feel like the media often focuses a lot on people setting fire to buildings and people looting stores, but that's not really what like most of the community does. Like the community doesn't necessarily do that. Like there is rioting and there is genuine upset, and that oftentimes that will like manifest itself into violence, and then there will always be the people who take advantage of that violence. But the problem here, the ultimate cause of all of this, all of the bad things, lies with the police and the police brutality. So, and I think Antifa super soldiers has as their goal to hold, to be, well, first of all, against fascism, but also to like in the wake of recent protests, to like hold police accountable as much as possible. And I think that is a worthy goal. All cats are beautiful. All cats are beautiful. It's a good acronym. All cats are beautiful. It's a good acronym. My sleep schedule is American. Unfortunately, I live in France. My sleep schedule is also American. Protests in Scandinavia tend to be pretty performative. Yeah. There hasn't been a lot of... has there been any protests in Stockholm at this point? There are protests around the world. I haven't heard anything about protests in Stockholm, to be honest. I've seen people organize small gatherings, but not anything actionable. Trump declared Antifa terrorist organization. I wonder who the CEO is. Me. I am the CEO of Antifa. So, I mean, Trump, if you wanna come at me. But like, name me. All the Antifa super soldiers are merely following my orders. Don't give them shit. Give me shit. Like this, hey Alice. Like the splash of purple. I like it too. I like the purple too. I've had friends giving me shit for that purple thing, but I like it. I like it. Okay. So usually what I try to do is I try to discuss the month that has been. And the month that has been May. And I have worked on my video about history. It was originally about Vikings, but it kind of took a turn somewhere in production. Now it's more generally about relating to history. I don't know, I hope you like it. But before, and I was hoping we were going to talk about that today, but we can't, so instead we have to talk about apathy, my video on apathy. I'm just gonna find my own YouTube channel about apathy and democracy, and it's been very good. In terms of for the channel, May has been the most successful video in May has been the most successful month in almost 7 months, 8 months, and I'm very happy about that. Because people watch my shit, people watch my stuff, people like my takes, and I'm happy about that. It's May. We're still in May. We're not halfway through the year yet. Look at the local bail funds. Yeah, if you can, you should find a local bail fund and donate to them. Because America has this weird system of bail where which leads to cops like taking up like a lot of people, sticking them in jails, and like basically just collecting money, which is wild, to be honest. And people think it's a good thing because it means that people can buy their way out. as opposed to keep people in. But it has the consequence effect that cops will pull way more people into holding cells and into jails, while rich people can buy out, with the rationale that like it's okay if we take him in because they can just bail out. The consequence should be that like you should only take someone in if they've actually done a crime. American cops take people in for all sorts of reasons and let them bail out, or force people to pay. And bail funds is a good way of making sure that people can still like be out, be free, go to their jobs, see their families, and like not be in jail because they can't pay. Because America is a very sane country with very sane prison systems. Meltdown May is in good. Don't you mean former friends? Fair point. Have I read any books this month? I have been. I got a book from a friend like several months ago called The Political Zoo by Michael Savage, and I've been slowly like plowing through that. It's a very dense book. It's very interesting because it kind of talks satirically about like a lot of politicians, and it's kind of surreal because it's way before the Trump presidency, and it talks about Donald Trump as like the absurd super right-wing Republican option that will never actually happen. It's totally jokey and absurd. And here we are. Feel like my settings are a bit borked. As an American, I can possibly... Yeah, okay, apathy. That was what I was talking about. It was a pretty... I like the video, as far as the video goes. It's a bit... it's not really... I experimented with some salts. It's also the first video I made with my new camera. My next video is the second video I make with that camera. In terms of like pure video quality, I'm probably not going to use that camera anymore, to be honest, because I don't think it did the job well. A lot of friends have said that it's because of post-processing. Like my phone does a lot of stuff on its own that makes me look good, whereas the camera expects me to do that job, but I don't know how to do that. I feel like my phone does a better job than I do. So I might look for a better camera or revert to my phone for future videos. Because it might make a difference because of lighting, and because I moved, I had to like completely learn how to do lighting again. But I don't know. I'm slowly learning how to be a YouTuber. I've been doing it for a year and a half, but I'm slowly learning how to do it. Yay, history. It's more about the like general approach that we have to history. I like it. Not having your own channel is the home in the browser. I almost never go to my own channel. Like I go to the YouTube studio space area, but because I'm on my live channel, I don't have access to that. Because YouTube is a great system that's very creator friendly. That doesn't sabotage you at all. For the last couple of streams, I have had what's it called? For the last couple of streams, I've gone into the setup thing. I've set the time for my streams, and then it changed it wildly. Like it added a few hours. 4K cameras capture raw data normally, so color grading is a must. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I'm a dummy. I'm a dumbass. I'm a bimbo. I don't know how to do anything. My camera though shoots in 4K and it's great. So I might just use my camera, my phone. Biff Tannen was based on Donald Trump. It's actually wild. Dense books are my jam. I do like dense books too. Still waiting for that hoverboard. How do you go about coming up with ideas for videos? Usually, whenever I come up with a good idea for a video, I write it down in like one big Google document thing. But at the end, when I finish a video, I have like a few days where I just kind of consider what I want to do for my next one. So if there's something in the news that I care about, or if there's something that's kind of piqued my interest, that's kind of where I start. And then I start writing a script on that subject. And then that can wildly change throughout the month. And that's kind of the case that happened with this one. Like I started out making a video about Vikings and how we relate to Vikings, but then that kind of broadened when I quickly realized I don't actually have anything to say about Vikings. So I had to like quickly just broaden that video very much. And so now it's about history. If I don't know what to do, I look at the list. But like coming up with ideas is never the hard part of being a YouTuber. People think that's kind of what people think it is, because if they want to be a YouTuber, they might try for a few days and then they come up with like an idea or two. But once you do it for like a year and a half, you end up with too many ideas. You have too many things to do. I have so many things that I want to do, but I don't have the time to do it, or the skill or the resources to do it. So I end up just sifting through all of my ideas, trying to find like what are people gonna like, what's practical for me to do, what I want to do. Usually I do what I want to do because that's what people like to see, because that kind of enthusiasm shines through. But sometimes I am stressed and have anxiety, and then it doesn't work that well. Sometimes things that are expensive are worse. It's true. Good reference. Riots make me thoroughly happy. I mean, that kind of relates to the thing that I talked about in the video too. That like, a lot of people are very like. I didn't talk about it in the video itself, but like a consequence of apathy is that people will become distrustful of the current political system, and that doesn't just manifest in apathy; it also manifests in anger. So like, this recent killing alone didn't cause all of the current riots. It's the bad tackling of the coronavirus. It's like 10 million people being unemployed. It is the weird healthcare system. Like, it's everything, all of it. It's all interconnected, and it kind of reaches a boiling point in a lot of communities. It's like, fuck this. I'm just angry. I'm just gonna go out and like take out that anger. Either in terms of protests or in terms of rioting. So it kind of feels so, but that's a good thing too, because like that's a counter to apathy. Even if it's not it doesn't make people like more trustful of the current system, which is kind of more what I talked about. But it makes people more enthusiastic to create their own system, which is in a way much better, assuming of course you can keep people interested in that system and not become apathetic in that one too. But obviously, like, a riot and protesting, that's like the first step to creating something new and better. That's good, even if in this case it's a lot to do with at least holding police accountable for the most basic things, just not shooting reporters or killing innocent people because they want to, because cops are bastards and I hate them all. I think sitting down and writing is the hard part, and script editing. Yeah, I find that hard too. Was reading an interesting article in History Today about Nazis appropriating Viking imagery. That is what I was going to talk about, and that is what I kind of stumbled on. I was going to have that as like one of my main points in the video originally, but it didn't work out. Like it didn't fit in the script at all. So I had to cut it. I'm editing my first YouTube video and I'm feeling so many things. Mostly tired, but also nauseous. Oh, I get that every month. That never goes away. Ask Ollie. Ollie's been doing this for like 7 years. Ask Ollie. Maybe it goes away. It hasn't gone away from me yet. I work in progress from 2 years ago. Oh, same. I don't like this song. I don't like speaking in my background music. No. That's better. I'm using a new playlist because my old playlist is gone. So. When I'm not being busy being a YouTube superstar. I have 25,000 subscribers. I'm not a superstar. Subscribe to my channel though. Hit the bell, please. It helps. Comment. All of that. It helps. What hobbies take up my spare time? Hobbies that take up my spare time is I like walking in the forest. I like hiking. I go running a lot. I play a lot of video games. Actually, now recently, I do. I didn't used to. Like I used to when I was a kid, and then I kind of stopped, and now I'm getting back into it. Quarantine is getting to me, I guess, because all the movies are closed, and all the restaurants are closed, and all the bars are not fun to go to anymore. So we haven't locked down, but still. So I do a lot. I play a lot of video games. I do. Well, I feel like, I don't know. When you become a YouTuber, it kind of feels like this becomes like your whole job, because I work from home. It's really hard to distinguish between where work begins and normal life starts or ends. Because if I go to stream a game, for example, on Twitch, is that because I want to have fun playing a video game, or is that because I want to like build my brand online? If I rant on Twitter, is that work, or am I just being a person ranting on Twitter? If I watch a documentary about like mental health in the 1940s in America, is that research, or am I just stating my own interest? I mean, it's kind of both. So I feel like, unfortunately, a lot of my life is just work, which is unhealthy, really, when you think about it. But I do have a lot of things that are very much like offline. I very recently got an inflatable kayak, which is very cheap for like in terms of kayak, because kayaks are expensive as shit. But I got an inflatable one that looks kind of like a child's toy. But I have one of those, and I'm gonna use that this summer to just kind of like kayak a little bit, because I like water. I like doing that. So that's my hobbies. The cup runneth over of ideas. It very much does. Rip the Paris Commune. I actually talk about the Paris Commune in my upcoming video, so that'll be fun. I have some hot takes about the Paris Commune. Are cops in Sweden as bad? I think it's kind of understood that it's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. Like, we don't have tanks. Like, the Swedish police, as far as I know, don't have tanks. And there haven't been as much large-scale riots in Sweden that has been like brutally suppressed. But you know, they're still pretty racist, and they do use violence when occasionally. So, play Animal Crossing music. Animal Crossing is copyrighted, isn't it? That music. Actually, it's probably not. I mean, they're not gonna like copyright claim the game. Like when people or people do they? It's Nintendo. They might. Do they copyright claim? Whatever. It's fine. At the beginning of history, the Third Republic was a front for monarchy to restore monarchy. Why are people talking about the French? The majority, yeah. Okay, I get it. This is the goddamn Nightcore. It's not. It's just a bad playlist. I am a YouTube superstar. Where's the gossip app? Oh, I know so much gossip. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I don't know why. Like, I don't know a lot of other YouTubers. Like, I know some people in the in the space formerly known as BreadTube. I know some of them. But like, whenever I talk to people, they just tell me shit. Like, they just tell me all sorts of shit. Like the wildest shit sometimes. And I very much embrace it, but I don't know why people say my shit. So I just hear like the wildest gossip sometimes. And I can't tell anyone because it would just ruin everything that I had. Because I don't want to ruin work relationships, you know? I don't want to start drama. I hate drama. I'm drinking, as usual, Coca-Cola. Not sponsors. Not sponsored, by the way. I assume you play a lot of video game when you worked for IGN. I did, yeah. But the thing about reviewing video games is that like you play a lot of shitty games. A lot of games that aren't fun. Well, I don't want to say shitty, but like not good games. There's a game called Adventure Satyr When Pigs Fly, which is very much a game for like children. And it's a point and click adventure game, but it's also a point and click adventure creator. Like it's Spore, but you make your own point and click adventure game starring pigs. And it's kind of it's a neat idea. It's terribly executed. It might be better now. Maybe they patched it. But like when I played it, it didn't work at all. It was really bad. But it's a game for kids. So what do I know? Played in Sea of Thieves. I hate Sea of Thieves with a passion. How do you cope with fame? I'm not famous. I cope with fame by not being famous. Again, I have less than 25,000 subscribers. Like, and that seems a lot, especially to me in the past because I remember just reaching like 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers, and I was like, wow. One day in the blue moon, I will reach 25,000. And now I did, and now I'm still like, one day I'll reach 50,000. And the day I do, I'll probably be like, one day I'll reach 100,000. And then I will be like, one day I'll reach half a million or like a whole million. Like, it never stops. Your brain just keeps moving the goalpost. But even if I had 1 million subscribers, I still wouldn't be famous. Because I think fame generally is much wilder than having a lot of subscribers. I've never been recognized in public for doing YouTube. I've been recognized in public for doing like modeling and activism, but never for doing YouTube. As far as I know, as far as I remember, I might be wrong. And I have, like, you don't get that much from being a bit of a YouTube person, but I don't know. But Sea of Thieves, by the way, I hate Sea of Thieves specifically for the reason that when I first played it, it was very fun. People just explored on boats and dug up treasures by solving riddles. Very fun for me. I like that. And we discovered other people that like, hey, join our crew, and we like had a small navy going. It was very fun. It was very nice. Now, you log into Sea of Thieves. It's been like this for over a year. Everyone just starts shooting each other constantly. So if you see another ship, you die. And I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to die. I want to solve riddles and sail around with my friends and kill skeletons. That's fun to me. I really feel like the game needs a PvE mode, but they're never gonna do it because people keep complaining, because people are tryhards and people feel edgy when they sink people. It's a bad game. It's a really bad game, and I was so hyped for it for so long before it came out. And it came out and I had fun with it for like a week, and then people started killing each other on site. Because that's kind of the culture that developed within the game, and then I didn't like it anymore. I have a boat. That's true. Kayaking is fun. Kayaking is very fun. Okay, how do I cope with fame? I closed a lot of my social media accounts. I closed my inbox for like DMs. And that's what I do. Why is my light so weird now? Come on. There we go, thank you. When this Rona mayhem is over, where are some places you'd like to travel to? I want to go to VidCon, like in LA, like the big one. Because I didn't go to the one in London, because I thought, in my naivety, that like, the virus isn't, like, it hasn't reached Europe yet. Like, it's gonna be contained, probably. It's gonna be like SARS. So I didn't go to VidCon in London because I figured that like, well, I'm just gonna go to the one in LA and I want to save my money because I'm not rich. Like I don't earn that much money. My income is public, by the way, and at least my Patreon income is, and But then everything happened, and the VidCon in the big one, the VidCon in the US, isn't happening anymore. And then, thank you. No, this webcam sucks. Yeah, but LA. I'd like to go to LA. I'd like to go to VidCon. Like I want to go to VidCon and like talk to YouTubers. And fans, but like I'm again 25,000 subscribers. I'm not super sure how many of my fans are gonna be at VidCon. Although if any of you are there next year, hopefully, or if it's gonna be off, you know, let me know. Do you feel the YouTube audience is, in general, is understanding that a creator is new and their early videos may not be the best work? I don't know, I'm just wondering how rough of an audience left it is. I mean, go watch my earliest videos. They're rough. Like, I still make some bad videos. Here's my take. People are allowed to make bad videos. Like, I made every single video of mine that I made before Sweden, Heaven and Hell. I made with even Sweden, Heaven and Hell. I made with less than 1,000 subscribers, less than 500 subscribers even, I think. And no one watched them. They weren't very good. The audio was weird. The visuals were weird. I had no idea what I was doing. And sometimes I still make videos where it's like, I've been stressed that month and I can't do it, so everything becomes super rushed. Sometimes I just have a weird month, or sometimes I have like a weird thought and my video becomes like very repetitive. But I think people are allowed to fuck up, because that's the only way they become better. I was about to suggest like looking at Natalie Wynn's earliest videos, but they're not available anymore. But even before Natalie Wynn became CounterPoints, she had some like atheist videos, and they were deleted once CounterPoints started, and then many of those videos are gone now too. Like look at Ollie's earliest work, look at my earliest work. Like everyone's first YouTube videos are going to be pretty bad, and that's okay, because that's how you learn. I'm just very lucky that I've managed to grow an audience that can sustain me and can actually like be my job while I'm still learning. Because people do YouTube for like 5 years before they ever become like sustainable at doing it as a job. I got it in like less than a year because I was so extremely lucky to do it. But most people aren't. I'm just a lucky fuck. What can I say? Nintendo do a lot of copyright claims. I can imagine, yeah, Nintendo seems like it. Finland trying to become militarized. Sorry, oh, sorry about that. Sweden has a lot of problems, but they're not as bad as being an empire in decline. Yeah, our empire was in decline 200 years ago. We did our suffering. America's going through that now. I'm curious how France would have fared if they continued fighting the Franco-Prussian War. They would have lost more territory is what would have happened. 100%, by the way. Welcome to the Guild of Secret Keepers. How'd you get into reviewing for IGN? Like proper IGN or Nordic subsidiary? A Nordic subsidiary. I wrote for IGN Sweden because I saw that they had an application open. I wrote a review of the Shrek movie that was very funny as a kind of example thing for them, and they liked it very much. Their editor-in-chief liked it very much. And I got it. Well, it wasn't a job because I wasn't paid. A lot of like game journalists aren't paid at all. Like we get paid in video games or movie tickets. And I did that for a few years. I did a preview on the Mad Max game, which was like several pages long, and like full of scathing commentary, being like, "This game is super repetitive. It's just the most open worldy of all open world games, but maybe it's just lacking features because it was a preview version." And then the game came out and it was exactly what I said it would be. But yeah, it was IGN Sweden. IGN Sweden is now merged with all other Nordic IGNs, so now it's IGN Nordic, and they write in English, which is useless because if you wanna read IGN articles, why wouldn't you just read the big one? I don't get it. Anyway, so when they merged, I left. A lot of people left the place because we had a new editor. They changed so much of the company, and I just decided to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm out. And it was fun while it lasted, but I did that for a bit. So I did that for a bit before getting into acting. Then I did acting for a bit, modeling for a bit, and then I kind of left those things, and now I do YouTube, which is like the most fun profession I've ever had of all of those. But all of them have given me experiences that are useful now, so that's good. You gotta get into Destiny, me. We need to organize a birthday raid. Destiny the video game? I don't know what Destiny is. The streamer? Hello. Nothing worse than a multiplayer game evolving into something. Yeah. CEST is a bit of an IRL metaphor for the formation of capitalism. Isn't VidCon like a YouTube convention? It is. But I don't really want to go there to like I don't want to go there to like do VidCon. I want to go there because so many YouTubers from all over the world comes to VidCon, and I want to meet them. I want to meet Tristan from Step Back History. I still haven't met him in real life. I mean. I'd like to hang out with like more people of like the traditional BreadTube sphere that come to VidCon. I'd like to, people go there and I want to meet them. Because I'm also a fan of like most of these people. Again, 25,000 subscribers. I'm basically a rando subscriber for like most YouTubers. I've just gotten very lucky in connections and a very dedicated fan base. That's you, because I love you so much, because I'm so lucky to have you. I love you out there. I'm so happy. Your early videos are actually really funny and good. They are. My earlier videos kick ass. Like, they're so good. However, audio and video needed to work. That's what I mean. But content-wise, some of my best work, honestly. Go watch my earlier videos. I think they're very funny. LA is overrated. Sorry here. What's your thoughts on striking a balance between making things you want to make and making things people want to see? I think they're kind of one and the same. Because if I make something that people want to see but I don't want to make, I become unenthusiastic, and that shows through on camera. And then people watch it and they go like, oh, well, this person hasn't had fun with this, I'm not gonna watch it. But if you have fun with something, you can make something people typically see as mundane and make it really interesting. I think maybe the best example I can give to that would probably be H-Bomber Guy's feature-length review of what's it called? The pandemic game, Pathologic. I never cared about Pathologic. No one I know cared about Pathologic. But because he had so much passion for that video, that really just shone through. And he doesn't even have his face in it. It's all game footage. But that's still just shown through. And now all of my friends have played Pathologic at least once. People are talking about, like, people talk about it way more. It's become like a meme on Twitter. Like, it's really just, it became a thing because of his enthusiasm. Seattle seems nice. I watched your second video earlier today. You used to interrupt yourself with editor notes. Yes, I did. I used to do that a long time. I've gotten so much better at it. I think I phased it out entirely recently, and I'm so happy I did. I didn't like the editor notes at all. The tip for newbies should always be to compare yourself to your past self. Never compare yourself to others. It's hard though. Sweden has gone through the 5 stages of grief, yeah. We lost Finland, we lost Norway, we lost Estonia. Kept Scania though, from the fucking Danish. And we're never giving that back. Weren't paid? Yeah, weren't paid at all. You're always your own worst critic, 100%. It's literally every single time I make a video, I think it's one of the worst videos I've ever made, and I don't like it, and I hate it, and I don't like it. Like, I dislike every single video that I make, and then I release it, and everyone was like, yeah, it was pretty good. And then it's like, I don't get it. Like, obviously, some videos are going to be better than others. Like, Transactions and Suffering, wonderful video. I like it very much. How to Pass as a Woman, very good video, I like to think. What other videos have I made? Can straight men be attracted to trans women? I thought it was pretty good. My video on Jordan Peterson, I thought it was pretty good. The drugs video, I think, is one of my best work, but that wasn't popular, so people obviously don't want to know what it is. But that's not people's fault. It's because YouTube shadow banned that video and shot my channel in the foot for 6 fucking months. So bitter about that. But like, I even if you make a bad video, like, I think people should be allowed to make bad videos. Even if like a big YouTuber who has like over 500,000 subscribers now made a bad video, like a really just not a good video, if they make another video like a month after that that's good, fans stick around. The fans that you want to stick around, they stick around. There's only bad fans that leave after 1 bad video, or even 2 bad videos, or 3 bad videos. making bad videos is a good thing actually, because it weeds out bad fans. And what I mean with bad fans, I mean people that, one, are overly critical and like just toxic for a community. Two, for the creator standpoint, fans that will watch more of your videos, will be more dedicated, they will be more engaging with your content. So like, fuck, make bad videos. The only way to make good videos is to make bad videos. You can't make good videos without making bad videos. You should make bad videos. You have to. You will. You have. You shall. You must. I don't know. That's my thing. Got to listen while washing my dishes? Hell yeah. Isn't Pathologic that weird Russian game? Yeah, I think so. Lost Pomerania and Bremen too, yeah. Those used to be Swedish. RIP. Are we going to join Ollie on the stream later this evening, or is that a separate thing? I know Ollie's doing a stream for like what, seven years or some shit like that, because Ollie has been doing this since he was born. Philosophy Tube. $642,000 subscribers. Holy shit. His live channel almost has more subscribers than I do on my main one. 7 years, yeah, holy shit. I'm not joining that stream. As far as I can't begin to chat, but as far as I know, I'm not like hanging out with him in like a Discord call or something. Last time I did that, it became Rotate PDF, and it became a forbidden stream. What do you wish you knew before starting making YouTube videos? Have fun. Literally the most important part. Whenever I stop having fun with the video becomes more stressed, it becomes more of a chore, and the videos never turn out as well. There is a direct correlation with how fun I have making a video and view count. Not because people like watch, like, yeah, but because like enthusiasm shows. Second thing to learn, luck. Success is almost entirely luck based. It is very much with who you know, who can share your videos, who will, if the algorithm likes you. It's very, like, the algorithm matters so much. Like, it can really, it doesn't matter how good your videos are sometimes. Sometimes the algorithm will just tank your channel, and you won't get new viewers for a while, and you will seem like you fail. So a lot of success on YouTube is entirely arbitrary. Some people make YouTube videos for years. They know all the right people. The right people share the videos. They get guests on, and they never breach 1,000 subscribers. And then we have people who make like 4 videos, and they have like 1 million subscribers within a week. Because they made something that the algorithm just picked up on, and then that became a thing. Didn't that one Swedish king die in the 30th War? I don't know anything about the 30th War, unfortunately. Future video ideas? Let's check. What are my future video ideas? I have a video on migration that I want to do. I have a video on... That can't be right. I have a video if genital preferences are transphobic, which is sure to land me in trouble if I ever do it. I have a video on mental health that I want to do, which is most likely going to be my next one. I have a video on the concept of baby trans and like very much like trans meme discourse. We'll see what happens with those things. A lot of them are just ideas or like one sentence long. Like they're not formatable ideas. Do you know the channel Nappy Headed Jojoba? No idea who that is. Unfortunate to say. Or maybe unfortunate. I don't know who they are. So I don't think the pressure that someone like ContraPoints faces wanting to one up themselves every single time. That's why you have to make bad videos. Because you need to humble your audience. You need to humble yourself before your audience. I used to say in live streams that I'm a piece of shit, and I am a piece of shit. Like, because I'm human. Everyone is a little bit a piece of shit. Like, someday I'm gonna have a bad take. Someday I'm gonna say something stupid on Twitter. Or something clownish on Twitter. Or someday I'm gonna be like, make a bad video where I say something weird or something wrong. And that's okay. Like, I'm not... No one's perfect. The best YouTube channels that I've seen, or the healthiest ones that I've seen, are people who have made so much content over the years that they have weeded out all of the fans that are toxic, that don't contribute anything, that bring down the community, and are left with just this wholesome, good community. But if you only make like highly produced, like over professional content every single time, that can never be bad, that can at best be mediocre, those bad fans will never leave, and you end up with a like highly mainstream audience, if that makes sense. And you don't want that. No one should want that. I mean, I guess it's good for like sponsorship money, but like you don't want that. You want to have a healthy audience. That's what true success. Having a healthy community. That's where the good success is. Which YouTube gets you most excited when you see a new video in my sub box? Hang on. Let's see. That's a good question, actually. I don't have my subscriptions open right now, so I can't see. I mean, I like a new Monster Factory. I do. What YouTuber do I really like? I don't know. I don't know anyone lately. I like Polygon. I do like Monster Factory. Monster Factory. As a YouTuber, that really... I like that. I'm going to have a bit of a short stream today because I know that a lot of you are going to hang out with Ollie in his stream, 7-year anniversary stream, and I don't want to stream for too long, so I'm gonna stream for an hour, which is like my standard streaming time for the Hangout. Sometimes it's longer, but like an hour, maybe a bit more. Like I'm gonna dig into his time a little bit. So I'm also going to talk about I'm gonna do like a bit of an ending spiel, and then we'll just hang out for a little bit. I just want to say that like these Hangouts have no rules. I just hang out. That's the point of it. Because I know that some people have asked like, well, what's the point of this? Well, there is no point. I just want to talk to you, be a human being, connect. You know, this is what it's all about. And yeah, the quick PSA too. Like, it's been a good month for the channel if you're curious about that stuff. And my next video is hopefully coming tomorrow, but I'm waiting for sponsorship approval. The video is done. It's been done since the 28th. It's been done, yeah, since Thursday on the 28th, and I want to share it with you, but I have a sponsor lined up for it, so I can't. They either have to approve it or decline it. If they decline it, I hope to do some more editing to get out the sponsorships, and then it will be out like almost the same day. But I'm waiting for sponsors, basically, no matter what the answer will be. Then I will announce the streams for next month, sometime in next week. If you're a patron of mine, you can go to patreon.com/miamulder, and I post timetables before I do any streams in the month. I do a timetable thing where all the streams of the month will be listed, and you can put them in your calendar if you want, because the streams will be on those times. Sometimes I do something. Sometimes I maybe shift things around, or sometimes I go that. But all of those changes or all postponations, if they happen, which they rarely do, happen in that like timetable post on my Patreon. And that post is public too, so you can go and follow it even if you don't want to be a patron of mine. Yeah. Okay, now let's just vibe for a bit. I said the important things that I feel like I need to say. So let's just vibe. That's a short way to get dogpiled by Blair White. I don't think Blair White has any idea who I am. And frankly, I'm quite happy with that. Although I feel like if I ever did a debate with anyone, I think I would like to debate Blair White. Because I feel like I could... I feel like that would be like an interesting debate. I feel like I could do that pretty well. I don't want to debate like almost anyone, but I feel like me and Blair White could have like a very specific, like on trans issues conversation. But it would have to be very limited, not on any of our platforms, with a moderator, and it would have to be structured. It would never be practical. Like, I don't like her, obviously. I just want to make sure Blair White is an asshole. Playing and doing a video whether I'm disabled because of my mental illness affects me. Yeah, that's gonna be very similar to. I feel like you should do that, but I'm gonna to talk about something similar in my video about mental health. I'm gonna talk about a lot of my own mental health, which long-time fans of the channel know is very relevant to me making content. I don't think I've ever seen toxicity from the Mia gang. Mia gang is very good. And that's because I like to think that I've made a very good community. I love you. $69 viewers, nice. Only watched her apology video to Riley J. Dennis. Yeah, you'd think that would kind of open her eyes to what kind of asshole she is sometimes, but it turns out... That's the thing I liked about our interview. You're very casual and quite approachable. Most other YouTubers are very careful about what they say or don't say. I mean, yeah, I like to think that I have no filter. I like to think that when I talk shit, but I rarely do. Thank you. I like that a lot. Thank you very much. That touched me deep. Wow. Thank you. Wow. I like to think that I'm approachable and grounded and casual. Fuck, that's very good. Get a well-produced, high production value bad videos too. Yeah, but it's kind of hard to. It's harder to do that. Your community is some of the least toxic. Thank you. I've had a very good community, actually. Like, I don't think I've ever really experienced any toxicity from my own fan base. And I don't know why. Maybe I'm lucky. What was competing on the Tom Scott show like? Oh, I was so nervous. I had never met Tom before, so that was the first time I ever met Tom Scott. I was so nervous. If you watch the first episode of the Tom Scott show, Nebula, Money, which is on Nebula, you can see me just kind of... Because I was so nervous, I was shaking. Because it was a professional shoot. I couldn't get my makeup right. And you can see that I kind of look a bit frizzled. And it was so cold too in like the studio space, and they had heaters to kind of heat it up, but they were very uneven, so you were sweaty and cold at the same time. It was very good. It was very fun. Tom Scott is a great man, good producer of content, very professional. And I was there and I was so nervous. I said the dumbest shit, and I just said stupid. I said the dumbest shit, and I didn't know how to act. I didn't know what to do. But all worked out. Example of high production, low value, The Rise of Skywalker. Oh, The Rise of Skywalker is so bad. They didn't have people to do your makeup? No, I did my own makeup. Which is sad, because I don't know how to make my own makeup. Because my experience with makeup is that I am so pretty, I don't need makeup. I was a model. I had people do my makeup for me. I don't know how to do makeup. I'm so pretty just naturally. No, I'm learning. I'm learning slowly how to do it. I like Tom's older videos because I looked as if Tom was doing them at gunpoint. I'm gonna say I hope everyone's holding up as well as possible. As I'm sending love and solidarity. Thank you. I hope all of you out there are having a good time too. now me is it's cancelled. I need to make that's a video that I also want to make. A video on the modeling industry. I want to make one so bad. I might on my next one actually. I might make a video on the modeling industry. I think that could be nice. Could be fun. Yes, okay. He had a certain nervous energy. Do it. I might. I haven't decided what my next video is going to be yet, so I might. That could be fun. I might do that actually. I might. Fuck. I have a script that's almost done for it too. Damn it! I'm gonna have to do this now. But I think, okay, we talked a lot of shit. I think it's time to round this up. It's been a very unstructured stream, but you know what? I think that's fine sometimes. I think that I'm going to yeet. I'm gonna do my final spiel, then I'm gonna catch up with chat. So if you have a question or something, just throw it into the chat and I'll grab it on the way out, like with a quick fire answer. But yes, next video coming out the second I get sponsorship approval. I'm gonna send it out into the world and then you can see it. I'm already working on my next video. Kind of, I'm still working in the selection process, obviously, like I mentioned. What else? I'm gonna try streaming more on Twitch. I haven't done it the last 2 weeks because my mental health has been shaky. So I haven't streamed on Twitch that much, but I want to make a more dedicated effort to stream every single month, every week on Twitch, on twitch.tv/MeMulder. I'm gonna be there and play video games Tuesdays and Thursdays at the time that's on the site. I don't really know what it is. Stream timetable is gonna come out early next week, but as it looks, I'm probably going to have my next stream in 2 weeks, which is going to be the Patreon Ask Me Anything stream for patrons of $5 and up, and then 2 weeks after that is my next Hangout. It's gonna be my next thing, because that'll be the last Sunday of the month in 4 weeks. If you're a patron of mine of any level, I'm also going to have sometime in the next month a stream where I react to my old videos. You can be a $1 patron and you have access to that. And I do that once a month. I look at my old videos. I answer questions about those videos. I talk about like my process with those videos. And they also inspire me in my future work. It's kind of nice to look back and kind of reflect. And it's surprisingly very funny. Like, I thought it would be cringe, but it's very funny because I make good videos, you guys. I think that's it. ACAB. Fuck ops. Abolish ICE. There should be the police should be abolished, or at the very least demilitarized. And all cops should be held accountable. Police brutality is one of the worst crimes a person can do. Donate if you can to a local bail fund. If you can, if you're in a country that doesn't have a bail fund, you can look up where like protests are happening or where mass arrests are happening and look at their bail funds. Just double check everything. There are people who do scams. I know that one of the bigger ones had a scam account set up. Like someone set up something in their name to kind of collect money from people. So double check everything. Okay, I think that's it. I think I don't have anything to say. Let's catch up with chat, and then I'm going to watch Ollie's 7-year anniversary stream. Model is surprising forthcoming about the challenges on Instagram and stuff. That could be plenty interesting. I think it could be fun. Sounds like an exploitive interested. It sounds scary. Probably lots of sexual harassment too. Yeah. I was lucky in the industry, but like it was open secrets all around. Will you also include in addition to model medial and mean and medial and mean? Of course. So working as an assistant, I had to rein in creepy photographers way too many times. What was your experience modeling? If I make a video on it, I'll talk about it then. I'm also friends with I'm not friends. I haven't talked to her in ages actually. Fuck that friendship. Never mind. When did you start getting? Sorry. What is my favorite species of feline? The naked cat ones. I don't know what they're called. Like the ones that look like goblins. I love them because they kind of just. They look angry all the time, but they're very affectionate. I love them so much. When did I start getting sponsorships? I started getting sponsorships in the fall of last year. I approached a company called Standard TV, and because I had been recommended them by another YouTuber who also is represented by them. They are the people who represent Ollie, they represent Harry, Lindsay Ellis. So I felt that I would be in good company with them, and they agreed and took me on, and they have been getting me sponsorships ever since. They take a commission, but I also get to do sponsorships on a fairly regular basis now, which has taken my job from being semi-stable, because like you can see how much I earn on Patreon, which is like more than most people, but still not like a ton. From being like semi-stable to being like fairly secure, where I can like earn a decent living. Well, decent from the perspective of a formerly totally broke person who had $0. Like I can afford food and rent, and also I can buy cool stuff like glasses and a new phone when I need one, and also makeup now, which is like nice. But when I don't have sponsors for the video, I usually break even usually. A book you would recommend to us? Let's see if I have one in my bookshelf. I can't find one. So let's just say Dune. I like Dune. You live alone in a new place. No, I have roommates. I do not live alone. But I do have like a pretty big bedroom that I have for myself. So that's nice. I just got a house plant. Plant is great. I love plant. Love the nice. Make bad videos. That's the thing we learned from this one. Is it worth to have someone manage your sponsorships? I know it might be, but it always seemed like tent seeking to me. There is a problem. Like, okay, if you have the energy to manage your own sponsorships, that can be more profitable because you don't have to pay commission to anyone. The problem will be to find reliable sponsors that will come back month after month after month. And that is it's a lot of work is the thing. I found with standard, I don't have to do a lot of work to have a sponsor. I just tell people when I have a video. It seems like rent seeking. Oh, it seems like rent seeking. I don't know what that means. So like it's a lot of work that I don't have to do. Like I don't have to talk to CuriosityStream or Audible. I don't have to talk to CuriosityStream. I don't have to talk to anyone. I just send them a video and they send back like, yeah, that's a good ad, and then they give me money. Which is like pretty practical for me. I can just focus on making videos. So they add an element of relativity as well as convenience. Yeah. Yeah. And it's kind of reliability, sorry. And in that sense, it's kind of nice. The company I use for my sponsorship is called Standard TV. They have a great contract for me. And the thing that kind of distinguishes them from a lot of other networks is because they have a 1 month rolling contract. So if I decided to, like, I don't want to do sponsors ever again, I don't want to be connected to Nebula, I don't want to be part of Standard anymore, ever again, I can just tell them and they will let me go after 30 days. Which for me is great because I only make videos once every 30 days anyway, so at the very worst, I would like to have to keep my... I would have to keep my obligations for like 1 video at the very worst. But I also don't really have any obligations, so that's nice. Rude question maybe, but are you sponsored? But if you're a sponsor, do you actually support those sponsors, or is this a necessary evil? I've had one time when I regretted taking a sponsor, and that was for Audible, because I found out after I accepted the sponsorships that they are owned by Amazon, and I didn't want to do that. But I don't like. But Audible itself is not necessarily super bad. Like it's Amazon. It's Amazon that is the bad person, that is the bad guy. So I still felt when I did it that I was justified. Like I could be okay with it because I don't know. I need rent. But things for like CuriosityStream, I like CuriosityStream. They have a lot of good documentaries, and I like them. I don't think they're owned by some evil corporation, but I don't know. But I think I'm good by liking them. Skillshare, same there. I think that they're pretty good. I could be wrong, but like to the best of my knowledge, that they're pretty good. I have the kind of route thing that I go to. If someone has told me personally, like, hey, these guys are like super fucking bad. Then I wouldn't want to be sponsored by them because I can afford to like forego a sponsor here and there. Like without sponsors, I break even, which isn't great because I need to save money for taxes, and that's kind of where my sponsorship money goes. And but like I can afford to do it. So like I wouldn't want to sponsor, like if Amazon came to me and it's like, hey, we're gonna give you $1,000 to do an ad for Amazon Prime. I wouldn't do that. Like there's no way I would do that. Like ever. I often see people faking support for sponsors. Looking at you, Rachel, like this is really obviously acted. Yeah. But that's also kind of why I like Standard, because they are partnered with a lot of those companies. Like they work very closely together with CuriosityStream, and CuriosityStream seems like a very good company, and so I'm fine with working with them. But if they ever like sell to Amazon, I wouldn't do that. Me and Mulder responsible for Brain Force Plus. I'm gonna sell my own Brain Force Plus. It's gonna be called Plant Force Plus. Plant Force Plant. Plant. Okay, but that's it for me today. I caught up with chat, and I think that this was a pretty fun stream. Your audience is so lefty that they probably won't use Amazon anyway. I wonder if I could get away with an ad that just said like, "Fuck this." Do sponsors scrutinize how much traffic they get from you? Sorry if you already answered, my headphone came up. Do sponsors, they do. They care about how much views they get, but they don't care about view count. They care about click-through rate. So if I make an ad for them and no one clicks the link in the description, that is bad for them because they don't make any money. It doesn't matter if I have 10 views or 10 million views. They care about people who click the link. Yeah. That's kind of what they care about. And also, like, if a sponsor ever decided to, like, ever tell me, like, you should probably tone down the political stuff, then I would be like, well, fuck off. I don't want to work with you. I'll make political content. It's what I do. If I sell out the core of my content, I would never have an audience again. Okay, I'm gonna yeet. Thank you again for watching. I talked about all the important stuff twice already, so I'm not gonna do that again. I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good night. If you can afford it comfortably, you should, help out people who are protesting, in whatever way you can, because America is having a moment right now. Stay kind. Give yourself a little hug. If you're watching this, give yourself like a little hug. Just a little... And the world will seem a little bit better. But I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna hang out with Ollie in the chat. So if you want to go there, I'll be there probably in the chat, like watching. I'm not gonna chat that much, because then people will pay more attention to me than they will to the stream, which I don't want. So I hope you all have a good day. Is it like to click without buying anything? I think they care more about purchasing. I don't care about that. I don't care about how many people click the link in the description. I don't give any shits. Okay, have a good day.